Imagine life as a grand cosmic game, a stage where we're all players in a theatrical performance. The beauty of this perspective lies in its simplicity. Life isn't about winning or losing, it's about playing. But here's the catch. Most people take the game far too seriously. They get so wrapped up in their roles, their struggles, and their achievements that they forget the joy of simply being in the moment. Think of a child playing pretend. They don't worry about whether they're doing it right. They just play with a light touch, fully immersed in the present, laughing at the absurdity of it all. What if you approached your life with the same playful spirit? When you start seeing life as a game, something magical happens. The pressure eases, and the rules become less rigid. You realize that the challenges you face are not punishments, but opportunities to grow as a player. For example, instead of agonizing over a mistake at work, you could see it as a plot twist in your story. Something to learn from, not something to fear. The game invites you to experiment, to improvise, and to enjoy the process rather than obsess over the outcome. And just like in a game, there's always another level to explore, another role to try on. But who's really playing this game? That's where the real intrigue begins. Here's a mind-bending thought. The you that you think you are, your name, your personality, your story, is just a character in the game of life. The real you, the one behind the scenes, is the player. Pure awareness, observing the character's every move. Think of it like a video game. You're not Mario, you're the one holding the controller. This distinction changes everything. When you realize you're the player, not the character, you stop taking life so personally. The drama, the failures, the triumphs, they're all part of the role you're playing, not the essence of who you are. Let's say you're stuck in a tough situation, maybe a breakup or a career setback. Instead of identifying with the pain, step back and ask yourself, what would the player do here? The player sees the bigger picture, while the character is caught up in the moment. This shift in perspective allows you to approach life with curiosity and creativity, like an actor improvising on stage. And here's the best part. You can change your character anytime. You're not locked into one identity forever. But what's the point of playing this game anyway? What if life wasn't about reaching a final destination, but about enjoying the act of playing itself? Think about music. The purpose isn't to race to the last note, but to savor every melody, every beat. Life works the same way. There's no ultimate goal, no finish line where everything suddenly makes sense. The meaning lies in the process, in being fully present, fully alive, and fully engaged in the cosmic game. When you stop chasing someday and start embracing today, life transforms into a dance where every step matters more than the destination. Imagine this, you're hiking up a mountain. If all you care about is reaching the top, you'll miss the beauty of the journey. The rustling leaves, the cool breeze, the sound of birds. The same goes for life. The joy isn't in winning or achieving, but in the moments of awareness along the way. When you let go of the need to control the outcome, you open yourself to infinite possibilities. But here's the thing. This game can only be played in one place, the present moment. The game of life is only ever played in one place, the present moment. Yet, so many people spend their time either replaying the past or rushing toward an imagined future. It's like trying to play a game while staring at the scoreboard instead of focusing on the moves in front of you. The truth is, the past is gone and the future hasn't arrived. The only place where life actually happens is here and now. When you anchor yourself in the present, you unlock the magic of the eternal now, where every moment is rich with possibility. Think about the last time you were truly present, maybe watching a sunset, laughing with a friend, or even savoring a meal. In those moments, time seemed to stop, didn't it? That's the power of presence. It's not about doing more, it's about being more. Start small. Put your phone down during a conversation. Take a deep breath before reacting, or simply notice the sensations in your body. The present moment is your playground, but many of us have forgotten how to play. Maybe it's time to relearn that skill. Remember when you were a child, and playing came as naturally as breathing. You could switch roles effortlessly. One moment a superhero, the next a pirate, without ever getting stuck in one identity. But as adults, we've become method actors, so deeply immersed in our roles that we forget we're just playing. We cling to our identities, our jobs, our titles, our stories, as if they define us. The irony, this attachment makes life heavier, turning the game into a chore rather than a joy. To truly live, we need to relearn the art of play. Start by loosening your grip on who you think you are. Try something unexpected. Take a dance class, write a silly poem, or say yes to an adventure you'd normally avoid. These small acts of experimentation remind you that life isn't about sticking to a script, it's about improvisation. Playfulness isn't just for kids, it's a superpower for adults too. When you approach life with curiosity and a light touch, you rediscover the joy of role-playing. But what happens when the game gets tough? Pain is inevitable, it's part of the human experience. Loss, heartbreak, challenges there, like the bumps and bruises you get while playing a game. But suffering? That's optional. Suffering is what happens when we resist pain, when we tell ourselves stories like, "This shouldn't be happening to me," or "I'll never recover from this." It's like adding extra weight to your backpack during a hike. It doesn't make the journey easier, it just slows you down. The key is to accept pain as a natural part of life while letting go of the resistance that creates suffering. Imagine you stub your toe. The pain is real, sharp, and immediate. But if you spend the next hour replaying the moment in your head, cursing the table, and blaming yourself for being clumsy, you've turned a moment of pain into prolonged suffering. Instead, try this. When pain arises, pause and breathe. Acknowledge it without judgment. Ask yourself, what's the story I'm telling about this? Letting go of that story creates space for healing. And when you stop resisting, you can move through life with more ease and flow. Life isn't a rigid script, it's more like jazz, a space for improvisation, creativity, and flow. When you approach life with a classical music mindset, sticking to strict rules and expectations, you miss the magic of spontaneity. But when you embrace the jazz of life, you allow yourself to adapt, experiment, and play with whatever comes your way. It's not about perfection, it's about the joy of creating in the moment. Think of a conversation where you didn't overthink your words, but simply let them flow. That's the light touch that makes life feel alive. Here's a practical way to bring this into your daily life. The next time something unexpected happens, like a canceled plan or a sudden challenge, pause and ask yourself, how can I play with this? Instead of resisting, lean into the moment and see it as an opportunity to improvise. Life's twists and turns aren't obstacles, they're invitations to dance with the unknown. And when you stop clinging to control, you'll find yourself in a state of flow, where everything feels effortless. But to truly master this, you need to rethink your identity and embrace transformation. Your identity isn't set in stone. It's more like a costume you can change whenever the role no longer fits. Yet, so many people cling to their character as if it defines their entire existence. They say, "This is just who I am," and close the door to reinvention. But here's the truth. You're not your job title, your past mistakes, or even your personality. You're the player behind the character, and you have the power to rewrite your story at any moment. Think of it like trying on new outfits until you find one that feels just right. If you've ever felt stuck, try this. Imagine your life as a stage play. What role are you playing right now? Is it the hero, the victim, the explorer? And more importantly, is it time to switch roles? Reinvention doesn't have to be dramatic. It could be as simple as picking up a new hobby, changing your daily routine, or even shifting your mindset. Transformation is a natural part of the game, and it's what keeps life exciting. But here's the kicker. When you realize that everyone else is also playing their own roles, something incredible happens. At the deepest level, we're all connected. Beneath the surface of our individual stories and identities lies a shared consciousness, a universal oneness that binds us together. When you realize this, the other stops being a stranger and starts feeling like another version of yourself. Think about it. The person who cut you off in traffic, the friend who disappointed you, even the stranger who smiled at you. They're all playing their roles in the same cosmic game. This understanding naturally leads to compassion, because how can you judge or hate someone who is, in essence, another reflection of you? Here's a simple way to practice this. The next time someone frustrates you, pause and ask yourself, what role might they be playing in their story? Maybe they're the stressed parent, the overwhelmed worker, or the person trying to find their way, just like you. This shift in perspective softens judgment and opens the door to empathy. When you see life through the lens of interconnectedness, you stop competing and start collaborating. And when you collaborate, you realize something profound. The game is always in your favor. Here's a secret. Most people don't realize life is rigged in your favor. It may not feel that way when challenges arise, but every twist and turn in the game is designed to help you grow. Think of it like a video game. Each obstacle is there to level you up, not to defeat you. The universe isn't working against you, it's working with you. Even the hardest moments carry hidden gifts if you're willing to look for them. The trick is to stop seeing yourself as a victim of the game and start playing as the hero. For example, imagine losing a job. At first, it feels like the game is punishing you. But what if that loss is actually a nudge toward a better opportunity or a chance to reinvent yourself? When you shift your perspective, challenges become stepping stones instead of roadblocks. Life unfolds within your awareness, and you have the power to shape how you respond. The game isn't about avoiding difficulties. It's about embracing them as part of the adventure. And when you stop judging every event as good or bad, you unlock a new kind of freedom. We live in a world obsessed with opinions. What's right? What's wrong? What's good? What's bad? But here's the thing. Constantly judging everything around you is exhausting. It pulls you out of the present moment and traps you in a cycle of mental chatter. What if you didn't need to have an opinion about everything? What if you could simply observe life as it unfolds without labeling it? This doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop resisting. When you let go of judgment, you create space for clarity, peace, and flow. Imagine you're stuck in traffic. Instead of labeling it as bad and spiraling into frustration, try observing it without resistance. Notice the colors of the cars, the rhythm of the movement, the opportunity to listen to music or reflect. Suddenly, the situation feels lighter, less personal. This practice can be applied to anything: an argument, a missed opportunity, or even a surprise event. Speaking of surprises, they're not just obstacles in the game, they're what make it exciting. The unknown can feel terrifying, but it's also where all the magic happens. Think about it. Every great adventure, every breakthrough, every moment of growth begins with stepping into uncertainty. Yet, most of us cling to the familiar, even when it no longer serves us, because it feels safe. But here's the truth. The game of life isn't meant to be predictable. It's designed to surprise you, challenge you, and push you to explore new possibilities. The unknown isn't your enemy. It's your greatest ally. Start small. Say yes to something you'd normally avoid. Take a different route to work, or strike up a conversation with someone new. These tiny acts of courage build your unknown muscle, making it easier to embrace bigger uncertainties down the road. And when fear arises, remind yourself that it's just excitement in disguise. The unknown isn't a void. It's a canvas waiting for you to paint on it. The more you lean into it, the more you realize that life's greatest gifts come wrapped in uncertainty. And with that, let's talk about the ultimate gift of the game: freedom. In the game of life, there's no such thing as failure. Only experiences. Every decision you make, every path you take, contributes to your growth and understanding. What we often label as mistakes are actually lessons in disguise, guiding us toward greater clarity and wisdom. Think of a time when something didn't go as planned. At first, it may have felt like a setback, but looking back, you can probably see how it shaped you or led you to something better. When you stop fearing mistakes, you unlock a sense of freedom. You realize that life isn't about getting everything right, but about showing up, trying, and learning along the way. Even when things don't work out as expected, they add richness to your story. The key is to approach life with curiosity instead of judgment. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or how is this helping me grow? When you see every experience as valuable, the pressure to be perfect disappears. In life, we're often taught that success comes from constant effort, pushing harder, and forcing outcomes. But the concept of wu-wei, rooted in Taoist philosophy, offers a different perspective: the art of effortless action. It's not about doing nothing, it's about aligning with the natural flow of life and acting in harmony with it. Think of a river. It doesn't fight to flow, it simply follows its path, adapting to obstacles with grace. When you practice wu-wei, you stop trying to control everything and start trusting the process. Instead of forcing solutions, you allow them to unfold naturally. This doesn't mean you stop taking action. It means your actions come from a place of ease and clarity, rather than stress and resistance. For example, have you ever noticed how the best ideas often come when you're relaxed, not when you're overthinking? That's wu-wei in action. Life becomes lighter when you embrace this principle. You learn to recognize when to act and when to step back, letting the game unfold as it's meant to. And when you collaborate with life, instead of fighting against it, something beautiful happens. Life isn't a solo journey. It's a deeply interconnected and collaborative experience. Every person you meet, every interaction you have, contributes to the larger tapestry of the game. While it may sometimes feel like you're competing with others, the truth is that we're all playing on the same team. Collaboration, not competition, is what moves the game forward. Think about how much of your life is shaped by others, the kindness of a stranger, the wisdom of a mentor, or even the challenges presented by someone difficult. Each of these moments is an opportunity to grow, learn, and contribute to the collective experience. When you see life as a collaborative game, you stop viewing others as obstacles and start seeing them as allies. Even when their role in your story feels challenging, collaboration also reminds us of the power of giving and receiving. When you help someone else, you're not just supporting their journey, you're enriching your own. The game becomes more meaningful when you play it together. And here's the best part. In this game, everyone wins. In the game of life, there's no single winner because the goal isn't to defeat others. It's to grow, connect, and experience. Each person is on their own unique journey, learning lessons and overcoming challenges that are perfectly tailored to them. When you stop comparing your progress to others, you realize that success isn't a limited resource. There's enough joy, love, and fulfillment for everyone. The beauty of this game is that every player has the potential to win in their own way. Winning doesn't mean reaching a specific destination or achieving a certain status. It means living authentically, embracing your experiences, and finding peace within yourself. When you celebrate your victories and those of others, you create a ripple effect of positivity and encouragement. Life isn't a zero-sum game. It's a shared adventure where we all rise together. And when you understand this, you can approach the game with a sense of joy and lightness. Life is often seen as a finite game with a clear beginning and end. But what if it's part of something much larger, an infinite game? In this perspective, life and death are not opposites, but interconnected parts of a greater whole. Death isn't the end of the game. It's a transition, a reminder of the preciousness of every moment. When you embrace the infinite nature of existence, you stop fearing the unknown and start living with greater purpose and presence. The infinite game invites you to focus not on winning, but on playing fully. It's about contributing to something beyond yourself, whether through love, creativity, or the connections you build. Every action you take leaves a mark on the larger tapestry of life, continuing long after you're gone. This perspective brings clarity. Life isn't about accumulating achievements, but about experiencing, growing, and leaving the world a little better than you found it. Now that you understand life as a game, the real question is, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you keep living on autopilot, letting fear and worries control your choices? Or will you take charge, play with purpose, and transform your reality? Change begins when you decide to apply what you've learned. Ask yourself, what small actions can you take today to live with more joy, lightness, and authenticity? What's holding you back from taking the next step? Remember, nothing changes if you don't change. Life is too short to be lived with regrets or without intention. So, why not start now? Share in the comments. What was your biggest insight from this, and how do you plan to apply it? Let's exchange ideas and grow together. And if you want to keep learning about mental health, self-awareness, and how to transform your life, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss any content that can help you play the game of life with more ease and happiness. The time to change is now. Are you ready? Let's do this together.